Chatters, chatties, welcome home for our Great American Chat, a podcast where we chat about great American media. I'm Chad Maurice, and joining me today is half of the Dishing with the Dono Fans. Cricket is back. Cricket, welcome. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me again, Chad.
Now, this is your sixth time here, and I forgot to mention when we recorded last time that you became the first member of the Five Timers Club.
Woohoo!
And your better half, Tracy, can't be here.
Yep, she's in Scotland having a great time.
She's in Scotland playing bagpipes and wearing a kilt.
You know what? If she's wearing a kilt, she better send a picture of that.
But she is with us in spirit.
Absolutely.
Now, today we are chatting about A Paris Christmas Waltz. But before we get into that movie, I am going to put up this. We need to, wait a minute. There we go. We need to chat about the Great American Book Club, which meets this Thursday, December 7th. Father Randy and Cammie will be discussing the book, The Romance of a Christmas Card, written by Kate Douglas Wiggin. And I asked you before, you're a member of the book club, but you never joined, right?
Yes.
Zoom meeting?
Yes, I'm a member of it. I just haven't had time to really dive into it. I thought it was really cool that they did this, and I don't know, maybe one day I'll be able to make time for it. But this one in particular sounds pretty good, romance cards, Christmas cards, letters, all that stuff. So.
And if you're interested in joining the book club, you can sign up on Great American Family's website at greatamericanfamily.com, and they will email you the Zoom link. Now, let's get into A Paris Christmas Waltz. This movie premiered November 19th. It stars Jen Lilley and Matthew Morrison. It directed by Michael Damian and written by Michael and his wife Janine. Okay, now did you see the first Waltz movie they did? What was that one called?
Yes, the one with Danica McKellar. Was that the one?
No,
or not
the one
Danica
with
McKellar.
Will Kemp and
yes,
Chabert.
Lacey Chabert. Yes, I love that one. Yes, thought it was really good.
That was a good one. So this one is not really a sequel, but it's like number 2 in this kind of the Waltz series, I guess you could say. So let's see. This movie opens up. We see our main character, Emma, watching a dance performance, and her eyes are as big as quarters. She's all excited, and she's taking it all in. She tells her friend, Cece, I would love to do that. Cece says, I know what I'm getting you for Christmas. Then we see the dancer who is on stage. We see him go backstage after it's over. He gets a call from Paris saying a friend of his is in the hospital. The dancer says, I'll be right there.
Yes.
Now you mentioned you've seen the Nutcracker. You go see the Nutcracker.
I've never seen it live or in person, but I've always liked to watch the movies, the ballet dancers, and all of those. So I absolutely love this scene. Jen Lilley, her eyes were so twinkly and just so in awe of the performance, and it really makes you want to be in the audience to watch it because it's so beautiful. So one day.
Then we get a flash forward a year. We see Leo, who is the dancer that Emma was watching. He's now in Paris. He's been in Paris for the past year, taking care of his former teacher, whose name is Henry, who must have had a stroke because when he got the call, the hospital said he had an accident. So I'm assuming it was a stroke because he's walking with a cane.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. They didn't really say. They just said he was stable or whatever.
Yeah,
so
they didn't say. Yeah. They talk about Leo's upcoming trip to New York and the possibility of running into his former dance partner, Gazelle, which I know it's pronounced Giselle, but I like to say Gazelle. It's more funner.
It's more funner. Oh my God.
Henry tells him he wants to choreograph a piece for him for the Paris Yuletide Pro-Am. And Leo says, what are you talking about? I don't have a dance partner anymore. And you know what? When they were talking about this trip to New York City, they never explained why he was going to New York City.
No, they
No,
did.
no, they
They
didn't.
didn't. You didn't
No.
find out till later why he was actually there.
Wait, why was he there? Because I was confused the whole movie. Why was he in New York City?
He was in there at New York City to find a dance partner.
No,
Yeah, he
no,
was.
he didn't know about this competition until after they talked about the trip to New York City, and then the guy got up
No,
and
he
walked.
was. No, he was in New York because he did the Nutcracker.
No, that was the year before. That was the year
Well,
before.
mm,
The guy,
no.
the guy, the guy said, the guy
Okay,
says,
wait a
the
minute.
guy says to him, they talk about his upcoming trip to New York City, and then the guy gets up and walks across the room and makes himself a drink, and then he says, "Oh, I choreographed a routine that I want you to dance in the Paris Yuletide Pro-Am." And then Leo says, "But I don't have a partner anymore."
Okay,
So,
well,
so I don't know why he went to New York City. It was never explained.
my understanding is when he had that conversation with him, that when he announced he had a piece that he had choreographed. My understanding and my thought was he was going to New York to find a dance partner.
No, no, because they
Yeah.
talked about the trip to New York before he found out about this
Well, he had
pro-am
talked
thing.
about the trip the previous year because the previous year is when he got sick. But you're right, he did talk about it there. You're right.
That's the one mystery of this movie.
Are you sure though that wasn't a conversation he had the year before and they just fast forwarded it because it said 1 year later?
Yeah, this scene that you're seeing in the upper left occurs one
Yes.
year later after
Yes.
after Emma saw him dancing. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
Well,
I don't.
so that is one of the mysteries that I was wondering
Yeah.
about.
Yes.
Then we see Emma working as an accountant in New York City. She has been taking dance lessons for the past year. She finds out one of her coworkers is getting laid off right before Christmas, so she quits her job so he can keep his. So we find out that Emma has a big heart. She cares about other people and not herself.
Yeah. I was like, that's a big step
Yeah,
to, just
yeah.
drop a job, especially when you're living in New York City.
I know where the rent's $3,000 a month.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But she did have some savings or whatever. She told her friend.
Yeah. Emma then meets Leo when he saves her from stepping in a puddle and she doesn't recognize him. Let's see. Okay. Emma and her friend Cece go to some place where people are dancing, and she runs into Leo again. This time she recognizes him and calls him sassy. he, he is there to audition new dance partners. Emma's friend says, "You haven't auditioned Emma." Leo grabs her for a dance and he enjoys it. He asks, "Would you like to audition for me? And is your passport up to date?" Emma is like, "Why? Where would we be going?" He says, "Paris, Gay Paris, home of the Eiffel Tower and some museum and art that people can't pronounce."
Okay. So, real quick.
What? Go
So,
ahead.
that's called a mixer that they went to.
That's called a mixer?
Yes, it was a mixer, and it was her. That's where she learned to go since she took her dancing lessons that her friend got her.
Ah, okay. So was this organized by the place
So
where she
she
was taking the
never,
dance lessons or something?
yeah. So they would periodically have these mixers, she said, but she never went. And so her friend said, since you quit your job and you got all this time now, let's go have fun and try to meet people, basically. And so
Oh,
how they
okay.
ended up there that night. Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. I got you.
Oui, oui, monsieur.
Thanks for explaining that, because yeah, I didn't understand what this dance whole thing was. Okay. Okay. So the audition goes well and they arrive in Paris. Emma is blown away by everything she sees. She is like a kid in a candy shop. She checks into her hotel by a French speaking Debbie Matenopoulos and shown to her quaint room with loud wallpaper. Now, Tracy sent a message to me and she said she thought this wallpaper was ugly, that wallpaper in her room. What did you think of it?
Well, honestly, I've always wanted to go to Paris. I've never been. It's been on my bucket list, and one day I will go. But, everything in Paris is elegant and loud and romantic. Um, and they love flowers, if I'm not mistaken, all their perfumes and different things. So to me, that was like the Paris theme that I maybe not think of exactly, but when she walked into the room, I was like, oh yeah, that's totally Paris. So to me, I kind of expected it.
Okay, all right. So then Emma and Leo meet for a meal. She eats everything in sight and asks why he quit dancing. He doesn't want to tell her and says that's a conversation for another day. Although he does tell her later in the movie, and it's not a long explanation, so I don't know why he couldn't just tell her now.
Maybe he wasn't quite comfortable with her quite yet.
Yeah. So they dance for Henry. He tells them they need chemistry, some spark. He tells them to spend time together and get to know each other. So they go for a walk. They stop at a church and they talk about nativity scenes. And actually, Leo says that Paris is known for their nativity scenes, which is something I did not know.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't know if that's true or if they just made that up for the movie. I don't know. They go out to dinner and ask each other rapid fire questions, and they don't agree on any of the answers. He asks what her favorite Christmas memory is. Oh, and I like her answer here. She tells him about this Christmas show that she saw last year, a year ago, in which a prince was dancing with a woman and how she wanted to be that woman. She says, that prince was you. You're the reason I started dancing.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
I thought it was really cool. I thought that was very bold of her to tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was something I think she needed to tell him, because I think it would make him understand a little bit more of how she is and why she is the way she is.
Mm-hmm.
I admire her character and how they portray her, because I'm kind of risky and I do a lot of things like that too sometimes. Doesn't always work out like it did for her, um but I have to ask you. I was thinking you were going to ask these questions. So
What?
what is your favorite Christmas moment?
Oh, what is my favorite Christmas moment?
Yeah.
Oh, what were the other questions that they asked? I should have written them
They asked
down.
what the favorite Christmas candy was. They
All right,
asked,
what's your favorite Christmas candy?
um, I don't know. I like candy canes, but I don't like them that much. Um, I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite Christmas candy. The only thing I can remember as a child was my mom or my grandmother also used to have a bowl of the ribbon candy. They don't sell it anymore, I don't think. But do you remember the old time ribbon candy
Oh,
that
I
was?
know what you mean. Yeah, yeah, the ribbon candy. Yeah.
Yes. So as a child, that's one of my memories that I always remembered from my grandmother and my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's my memory that I have of Christmas candy. Because nowadays I don't think many people do Christmas candy, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I could be
Oh
totally
yeah,
wrong.
we put candy in the stockings. I mean, Santa
Oh
brings
yeah.
candy every year in the stockings.
Okay,
Oh
well,
yeah.
if you want to go with the stocking, then the other favorite item that I used to get as a kid was the lifesaver books.
Lifesaver books?
Yeah, they were books and they would have all the different flavors of lifesavers in them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't
No, I
remember
mean,
that.
I don't know if everybody got those, but I got those and I remember those. Those are really the only candies that I really remember growing
Oh,
up.
okay. All
Yeah,
right.
they were like
All
a
right.
tradition.
I like a good chocolate Santa.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
we never got that.
You
We
never
never got,
got that? Oh, I like a good chocolate Santa. One of those real big ones, you know?
yeah.
And either solid or hollow, doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, the hollow ones are actually better. I don't know why
Yeah,
they
yeah, the hollow ones are good. And anything with chocolate and peanut butter too, like any type
yes.
of Reese's tree,
Yeah.
Christmas tree, or anything like that. All right, what was the other question that they asked?
I'm trying to think. I
Favorite
just know.
Christmas song, was that one?
Oh yeah, it was
Um,
the favorite Christmas song. Yes.
was that one?
Yes, it was. because she said White Christmas or something, and then he said blue something. I don't know what he said. I thought it said blue something.
Oh, okay. I don't
What,
remember what the other question. I should have written them down.
so what's your favorite Christmas song?
I'd have to go Silent Night.
Um, I don't know what mine is. I mean, on the radio when I'm in the car, it's All I Want for Christmas, Mariah Carey.
Oh, geez. Oh, geez.
I mean, come
I
on,
get so sick of hearing that song.
sing it at least once in your car when you're driving to work during the holiday, okay? But if I really want to sing a certain song, my favorite is the Celine Dion. These are the special times. I think it's called.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I
I
know that
love
song.
that one. That
Okay.
one, yes.
Hmm.
Traditional Christmas. Um, I love Oh Holy Night. That's
Oh,
my
the
favorite.
one that they play in this movie at the end, right? That one?
Yeah. Did they play that?
Yeah, that's what they dance to at the end of the movie.
Oh, that's right. It was just a different version of it. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, it is. So
yeah,
yeah, that's traditional. That's my favorite traditional one.
yeah. Now you
So
asked what my favorite Christmas memory is. I don't know. I don't know if I have one. Do you have one?
I do. So one year for Christmas, when I was growing up, my parents didn't have a lot of money. So this one year, I think my dad got a little bit of a bonus at work. And so my mom, he was traveling to Georgia to go work and make cabins with my uncle, to get extra money. And so my mom had a little bit of money and she went to the Toys R Us, okay, back when Toys R Us was still around. And she was going to get me one of those mini size Frogger video games, the miniature ones,
Mm-hmm.
and they were out of them. So she got me, well, actually, no, she bought it for me. Excuse me. She bought me it and it was in a bag and she put it on layaway. And so when she went to go get her layaway out like 2 days before Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
she went and got her bag and the thing was gone. Somebody had taken it out of her bag.
Oh.
So she's like freaking out because that was like my big gift for the year, for Christmas. And so she had to go and find something else. Well, when she went and found something else, it was this Donkey Kong flip up game. And so it was like black and white, and it was the classic Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
A little bit different because the guy had to swing on a hook to get over to Donkey Kong, and but it was really cool. It was like a flip up two screen thing, and so um, when I opened it at Christmas, because we used to open our gifts on Christmas Eve, we didn't wait till Christmas morning.
Oh, okay.
Santa would come to our house on Christmas Eve. And so when I opened it, I really liked it, but I was like, man, I really wanted the Frogger because that's what I had asked for.
Uh-huh.
And so she told me what happened. And then so when I got the Donkey Kong one, I was so excited because I liked the Frogger, but this one was really cool. It was way smaller.
Oh.
That's one of my favorite Christmas memories. Because I really got something I really wanted. Like
Uh-huh.
I really didn't get really what I wanted, but it was because we couldn't afford it. But that year I got something really cool.
I remember Frogger.
Hmm.
Yeah, I remember
But yeah,
that.
it was a good Christmas. I had good Christmases. I always loved what I got, or what I received, but that year was special.
All right. Now, when we were watching this scene where they were out to dinner and Emma's telling them about watching him dance the year before and how he was the reason that she started dancing. I thought, boy, wouldn't it be nice to meet someone that you idolize and have your dreams come true like that?
You're so funny. You're prompting me, aren't you, Chad?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. I just no. I'm just
Well,
saying. I think that'd be awesome.
it would be amazing to meet somebody that you have admired and whatever.
Yeah,
And
like if you're watching somebody dance on stage and you're thinking,
yes,
boy, I wish I could dance with him and be. And then a year later, she's dancing with him, and I thought that
yes.
just so nice that something like that would happen to someone, you know?
You know what? I think sometimes, and it's not the same scenario, but my thoughts were when I first saw Trevor on TV was I really wanted to meet him.
Mm-hmm.
And so, chance be told, the opportunity came and I got to meet him. So a
Mm-hmm.
little different scenario, but I think that when you put it out to the universe and you really try to make that happen, it could potentially happen. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? May not happen exactly, but I admire her because she went for it. But I'm all about fate. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. All
I don't
right.
think anything happens by chance.
You don't think anything happens by chance?
Nope. I think it's all predestined. But I think sometimes
Really?
if you don't make the right choice at the right time, it could affect that destiny. So I do believe that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. So after dinner, they break out into a song and dance on the street. And I think, in my opinion, I think this is the best movie of the scene or best scene of the movie.
Yes,
I,
I
I
love
really
it.
love that scene.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this scene. It reminded me of old time movies of Fred Astaire and what's her name?
Ginger Rogers. Was
Ginger
that her name?
Rogers. Yes, I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
And it just reminded me of a movie I saw with them. I couldn't tell you for sure what movie it was, but I know that scene is very similar, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
But yes, and then them both singing. I thought that was really really cool. It reminded me of the old time movies, and I really love that.
Oh yeah. They're dancing on the sidewalk, dancing on the light poles, on the park benches, all while singing "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" without getting out of breath. That was impressive.
Yes, it was. That's the magic of movies, Chad.
I actually have a clip of this scene that I am going to play because I enjoyed the scene so much. I want to see it again. Hold on, here it comes. Oh, I love that scene right there.
It was so good. I love that scene too. I mean,
Yeah.
it you just want to start dancing and singing. It's so inviting. It's so like I don't know. I used to watch old time movies with my mom, and it just took me back to watching those movies with her and that feeling you get when you are watching them.
Hmm. Now, did you notice that while they were singing and dancing, he orders her a drink at that outdoor restaurant? She takes a sip of it and then gets up and continues dancing, and they never paid for the drink.
Oh yeah, the magic of movies.
The magic of movies. I was expecting the waiter to chase after them.
Right. In reality, he probably would have.
He
Or
probably
maybe
he,
somebody well, wait, he gave money to somebody, but that was the Santa though, I think, to
yeah,
people
that was yeah, yeah, yeah.
that were playing, excuse
The,
me.
the waiter probably figured out they're too cute.
Right. Just let him go.
Just let them go. So they get back to her hotel and they look up and they see mistletoe. He says, "We need to keep it professional. I don't date my dance partners." Yeah, I think you're going to break that rule, cowboy. Emma goes into her hotel room and weeps because Leo wouldn't kiss her. The next morning, Emma gets an invitation slid under her door for the Yuletide Pro-Am soiree. She calls Cece, freaking out. She says, "I have nothing to wear." Cece says, "Wear that killer red dress with the sexy stilettos." And she says, "What's up with you? You sound different." Emma says, "We danced, we sang, we almost kissed under the mistletoe."
Yes. I as a young girl or whatever, and I know she's younger in the movie, but to be in that kind of a situation, like that's you're in Paris. I mean, you're in the city of love. Like, how could you not like want to be in love right there? You know what I mean? So I would find it very difficult after doing all that not to fall for somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be hard.
Mm-hmm. So she heads to the soiree, however you pronounce it. Leo's eyes pop out of his head when he sees her in that red dress. He takes her to a window to show her the view of the Eiffel Tower. It's all lit up at night. She says, "Wouldn't it be a dream to waltz under it?" Oh, I think there's another dream of hers that might come true.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah,
Just
I love
then,
that.
what? Go
Oh, go
ahead.
ahead. I'm sorry.
Where
No,
you
I
go?
love that scene. I thought that was really cool. The Christmas tree was there. They were looking
Mm-hmm.
at it.
Mm-hmm.
It looked really
Yeah,
nice. It was
yeah.
really cool.
Just then, Gazelle, Leo's former dance partner, walks up. Leo says, "Hey, babe, what are you doing here? I thought you were in London." Some photographer asks to take Leo and Gazelle's picture in front of the Christmas tree. Emma doesn't like that at all. Gazelle's new dance partner then shows up, and they get the pleasure of meeting him. Back at Emma's hotel, Debbie Matenopoulos shows her an article in the newspaper about the Pro-Am dance competition. The headline says, Gazelle and Leo, the couple of the ball, with a picture of them in front of the Christmas tree. And Emma is not liking this at all again.
Yeah, that'd be the
Yeah,
heartbreaking right there.
yeah. Then we get a funny scene when Henry and Leo are backstage at the first round of the competition. Gazelle shows them the newspaper headline and the photo. They ask each other, do you think Emma saw it? Emma walks in and gives him the cold shoulder and says, I'm going to get dressed. And then they both look at each other at the same time and they say,
Yeah,
she saw it.
he saw it. I know. I thought that was funny too. Oh, I thought that was great.
Yeah, no, I actually have this clip too. I'm going to play this one too. So I like that scene.
Yeah, it was funny. I wasn't expecting them to do that either. I thought it was cute.
So they dance as well as they can at this in this first round of this competition, or I should say, they dance. They don't dance as well as they could have, is what I should have said, but they do good enough to make it to the final round. Emma asks, "What should we get Henry to celebrate us making to the finals?" Leo says, "I have the perfect idea." Then we see them hauling a Christmas tree into Henry's flat. Henry loves it. He says it's much better than flowers. And in that scene, little humor in that scene too, where they're trying to get the tree in the door and the door keeps closing on them.
Yes, I thought that was funny.
Yeah, yeah. And they're also decorating Henry's Christmas tree, and she wants to put an ornament up high on the tree, so he grabs her and lifts her up. So they kind of, when she comes down, they kind of embrace and have a little hug there.
Mm-hmm.
Henry encourages them to go out to dinner. After dinner, they take a walk, and Emma asks, out of all the women who auditioned, why did you choose me? He says, one of the reasons I came to Paris is because I lost my joy of dancing. But when I saw you and your sparkling eyes light up the dance floor, I realized that is what was missing from me. And by experiencing your joy, I hope to find my love for dancing again. Mm-hmm. Then he goes in for a mid-movie kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was surprising.
Yeah, considering he said he never dated his dance partner.
I know. He said that when they were standing under the mistletoe. He said that and then he broke his rule. Yep.
Sure did. I mean, come on, you're on the bridge though. Come on. She looks cute. She's got a red dress coat on with her green beret.
Green beret, I know. Then he apologizes and says that wasn't supposed to happen. She says, I agree, and he's taken a little back by that when she said that. Then she won't let him walk her to her hotel. She says, let's forget this ever happened. He says, yeah, good idea. That would be best. Let's see. Emma calls Cece, and Leo talks to Henry. She tells Cece we kissed, but we are going to pretend it didn't happen. And Leo tells Henry that they smooched. And Henry says, stop looking backwards. You need to look forward. Cece says, if you have feelings for him, why did you shut him down? And she says, because I don't think he feels the same as I do. They have a practice session with Henry. Gazelle tries to make the moves on Leo. Henry falls out of his chair. Emma goes dress shopping. And who does she run into but Gazelle? She tries on a fabulous sparkling green dress, which I really liked. I like that dress. Gazelle tells her, that looks great, but Leo doesn't like the color of green. But you already knew that, right? And Emma's like, okay, no. She picks out a white dress for Emma to try on. Now, what did you think of Gazelle there in this scene? Was she up to no good, or was she trying to help her? What were you thinking?
Honestly, I was wondering, because usually when they have dancing with partners, you have to coordinate your outfit. So I was a little taken aback, and I could be totally wrong, that they didn't coordinate together, him and her. Mm-hmm. So then she would know what color of dress to get. Mm-hmm. So I didn't understand that, but I think it worked out nicely. in the final scene or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. I think she was trying to be a little, maybe. I mean, we don't know for sure because we'll never know because she never had the green dress on in front of him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I was wondering if Gazelle was there, was lying to her about
She could have been. I
Leo
mean,
not liking the color green, or if she was really trying to help her out.
yeah, I mean, we
Yeah,
will never know. But
I don't
I
know. We never found out if he liked
I
green or not.
think though, because of this scene here, she knew that she left her cuffs or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
so that was the perfect opportunity for her to ruin whatever it was that was going on. Because I
Mm-hmm.
don't think Estelle knew that they were going to be eating dinner together, or that he had called her and told her to come. Um, I think she was hoping that she was there and she was going to intrude on their dinner. But, Emma didn't get the message. So, because she had her phone, I think, because she heard the message, right?
Well,
Didn't she?
yeah, Emma's phone was on the counter when Leo called, and Gazelle looked at it and saw it, but didn't tell Emma that Leo had called.
Right,
So
right,
she never got the voice message. Yeah,
right.
she never heard it.
But yeah, I think
Yeah,
she was a little bit
yeah,
sneaky.
yeah, a little bit. So, like you said, Emma left something she purchased at the store, these cuffs, whatever the cuffs were.
Mhm.
Gazelle calls Leo and tells him, she says, how about I bring the cuffs to you? Leo is not too thrilled, but says, okay, yeah, whatever. She goes to the cafe to meet him, and Emma eventually hears the voice message that Leo left her, and she goes to the cafe to meet him. And we get the dreaded see him from a distance with another woman conflict scene here.
Mhm.
Emma looks through or sees them through the restaurant window of the cafe, and they're holding hands.
Right.
Oh, she gets all upset. She walks back to her hotel crying.
Yep. That would be devastating.
The tears are flowing. Yeah.
Yes. I think I was even crying during that part. I felt so bad for her.
But it was kind of clever how they did it. She reached
Yeah.
up and said, "You have something in your hair," and then he grabbed her hand and brought it down to the table, and that's how they were.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's clever how they handled that.
Hmm.
Leo shows up and asks if she would like to go downstairs for a nightcap. She says no. He says, "Did I do something wrong?" She lies and says no. She just needs to get some sleep.
Oh,
Next day, they have a practice session with Henry. Henry yells at them and says, "You two are disconnected. This is awful. Take a break and go get some hot cocoa." Leo asks Emma again, "What is going on? You have lost your enthusiasm." Then they both agree again that their kiss on the bridge was a mistake. Emma says, "We need to have chemistry while we are dancing, but once the music stops, we need to be cold as ice towards each other." I got it. They go back and try to practice. Henry says, "You are butchering my dance. And if this is the way you are going to dance tomorrow, I don't want you dancing." Emma calls Cece and spills her guts. Cece tells her tomorrow is a new day and a new experience. Forget what you're feeling today. Let all your emotions out on the dance floor tomorrow. So now it's time for the big Pro-Am dance competition, which is being streamed all over the world. So this must be a big deal because they're watching it in New York City. They show her coworker watching it on his computer.
yes. Yes.
Gazelle asks Emma if she got the cuffs she gave to Leo. Leo says, "Here they are. Gazelle dropped them off the other day at the cafe." Emma says, "I know. I saw you with her." Leo says, "Whatever you think you saw, you did not see. Gazelle is my past." Emma says, "Whatever, buddy. I understand." Leo says, "I don't think you do." And they stare deeply into each other's eyes.
I know. I was waiting for something right there. I
Yeah, I
wanted.
thought something was going to happen right there.
Me
Yeah, so did
too.
I. Yeah, yeah. Henry then comes up and gives them a pep talk and says, "Go out there and tell your story." Emma says, "What is our story?" Leo says, "We have to write it together." Wait a minute. I thought they were dancers, not writers.
It's a figure of speech, Chad.
So they dance their little hearts out to holy night. And just like CC said, told her to do, leave your emotions on the dance floor. So she does. She leaves all her emotions on the dance floor. They do the dirty dancing lift and they kiss in front of the crowd and everyone watching all over the world. Henry gets a standing ovation, or I mean, Henry gets emotional while getting a standing ovation. So that was emotional. When to
Yes.
see him crying in front of everyone.
Oh yeah, that was
I teared up a little bit when I saw him crying.
So
Yeah.
I have to interject right
Yeah,
here.
go ahead. Go ahead.
So watching this dance, I could not help but think of Trevor and Emma's Halloween dance because it reminded me of that dance, even though it was totally different scenario.
Oh yeah.
But it totally brought memories back from Trevor and Emma Slater, right?
Yeah.
Emma Slater
Yeah, Emma
from
Slater.
Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, because Emma was wearing a white dress like this.
Yes, and he was
Yeah.
with the shirt.
Uh-huh.
So I was
Yeah.
having like flashbacks of Trevor and Emma's dance from Dancing with the Stars in this. And I
Right.
got emotional from it, and thinking about that dance too. And I thought they did a really good job, but it really made me think of that.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was very good. I really liked it. I like that scene.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he got emotional, I got emotional too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So then this movie ends with them waltzing under the Eiffel Tower on Christmas Eve, the way Emma dreamed about. She asks, "Are you disappointed we didn't win?" He says, "No, not at all, because I won something more important, your heart."
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that that was a little corny.
Not really. I thought it was cute.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess it worked. I guess it worked.
Well, you have to understand something, Chad. Okay, not
Right.
every woman has this dream of being in Paris, but ever since I was a kid, I there was a dog named Poochie that was French, and I love this pink and white dog, and I love Paris and France. I had a French pen pal also that was from France. So my whole life, I always loved France. Like I have pictures of the Eiffel Tower in my kitchen. I have them out in my living room.
Oh,
I
okay.
have them in my bathroom, my shower curtain. So, when you have a dream like that, that was amazing. Like that's why I really like this movie because it kind of took you on a journey with Emma and her dream of going to Paris and meeting, her prince in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Then, oh, you just sparked my memory. When I was in fourth grade, I had a pen pal,
Mm-hmm.
and I think she was in France too. I think.
Yeah.
I
Was
believe
it
she
the one on
was.
the TV that would come on and he was like a globe and he had a pen and he'd be like, "You have a pen pal" or whatever. It was like after school, like with the after
Oh
school.
no, our school teacher set it all up
Oh, okay.
somehow.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
and I
everyone in class had a pen pal. Got a pen pal.
you
Yeah.
did you take French when you were in school?
No, I wish I would have.
I took French.
I
My
wish.
French name was Sophie.
Sophie?
Sophie.
Oh,
Oui, monsieur.
how that is nowhere near cricket.
I know. That's why I like it.
I no, I'm French, but I wish I would have taken French in high school. I wish I would have.
Yes, yes.
I don't
I
know.
took 2 years of it, and the only thing I know how to say is Zut alors, c'est la vie, merci beaucoup, and tu es tête jaune bon.
Oh, that was impressive. I like that.
It means you're a hamhead.
Oh, that's appropriate for me then. Okay.
No, I didn't mean it towards you. I just remember. Yeah, so it's my favorite thing to say, and everybody's like, "Ooh, that sounds so good." I'm like, "Yeah, just it's not really what you think."
So then they kiss again and they waltz under the Eiffel Tower. So Emma's dream comes true and they waltz happily ever after.
Yep, very good movie. I love this movie. I watched it like 4 times.
You watched it 4 times.
Mhm. I
Did
really
you
loved
really?
it. I thought it was a great movie. I
All
love
right. So
Michael
that,
Bay and his wife when they do these directing, when they direct these movies. I love their movies.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So yeah, that was my next question. I want to hear your thoughts on this movie.
I thought from the very beginning it grabbed my attention. Again, wanting to go to Paris, I was ready to watch this movie and see how it all, unraveled. But seeing, and I loved dance when I was younger. I didn't do any ballet or anything. I just did like, freestyle, whatever. But I love dance and choir and all of that. So it kind of brought in the dancing aspect, the choir aspect, and then the whole Paris theme. It was an amazing movie. I really thought Jen Lilley, I loved her character being so innocent and so, you know, what we all should do around the holidays. Like, I don't know about you, but as I was a child, I used to have this love of just life and people, and then as you get older, that light just kind of diminishes and you're still that person, but that whole like magic of being a kid kind of goes away. And I feel like when I watched this movie, that magic came back a little bit, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I did. Her character, she played that so well, and I kind of put myself back in her shoes in a way watching it, and
Hmm.
remember how those moments kind of felt being a kid around Christmas time and watching
Hmm.
plays and seeing
Hmm.
dancing, ballet, and all that. So yeah, I absolutely love this movie. I thought it was really good. I thought their chemistry was okay. It wasn't the greatest, but I thought it was good. I thought that they, fit well together. Um, the chemistry wasn't as strong as I wish it would have been.
Oh, really? I thought the chemistry was
Yeah.
pretty good. You didn't think it was that great?
No, I mean, it
Oh,
was
okay.
there, but I
Yeah.
think it was because of how he kept trying to deny her in a sense,
Hmm.
yeah, well, we're not going to go there. Like, okay, this is a person that you're supposed to get to know and have this spark as the
Hmm.
teacher, but yet you don't want to open up and tell her, why you guys are in this moment eating this beautiful meal, like what's going on, be a little bit more vulnerable and open up. So that would be the only thing about the chemistry. I think if it would have been if they would have opened up a little bit more, he would have been opened up more a little, or the scenes maybe a little bit different, maybe there would have been more chemistry for me, or the
Okay.
opportunity for the chemistry maybe.
All right.
So
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I agree with you. I think this is one of the best movies in the Great American Christmas lineup.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I love Trevor uh,
Hmm.
and his movies, but I this one was more personal for me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Trevor's movie
No,
was good too, but I think this one was better. Yeah. Yeah.
it was just it took me to a place where as a child growing up and a young girl that I wish I could, pursue that dream, if you will, kind of
Hmm.
like she did in the movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This movie is all about pursuing your dreams and having your dreams come true. And I mean, dancing in Paris and the scenery. I mean, you can't beat it. I
Yes,
mean, yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was too when they were driving in and she's like looking at all the buildings and
Yeah.
everything. She's just like, oh my gosh, it's so much bigger. And you know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like that reminded me of something I would do if I went there. I'd be like,
Oh,
oh my,
yeah. I would definitely do that too. Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I really liked that movie. I really liked it.
Hmm.
It
Yeah.
really
I think it's probably going to be wind up in my top three
did. Mhm.
at the end of the year, possibly my top two.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it was good. Now, like you said, the dancing was great. I thought Jen did a great job doing the dancing. I know she practiced for a couple months to prepare for this movie.
Yeah.
But since I have you here, I was thinking, Trevor would have been good in this movie.
I wish they would have put Trevor in
I
it. And that's
know.
why, too, when I saw that routine that they did, I'm like, why didn't they pick Trevor? Because it's giving me these vibes of that
Uh-huh.
dance.
I
Um,
could I could see Trevor and Jen dancing together.
oh my gosh, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. I would have loved if they would have put Trevor in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Totally. I mean, I think the Daniel did a great job. Um, I think his name's Daniel, right?
Matthew.
Matthew.
Matthew. Yeah.
What's his character name?
Leo.
Leo. Okay, I don't know where I got
I
Daniel
don't know
from.
where you got Daniel from.
Leo did a great job, or Matthew
Mhm.
um, did a great job in the movie as far as the dancing and all of that. But I would have loved it to have been Trevor. I think
Mhm.
that just made that movie.
Yeah. Yeah. And like Much Ado About Christmas, the Damien's other Christmas movie, this movie is very visually appealing.
Yes,
Yes,
very
it looks great on screen. Yeah.
yes. Everything from the mixer party to
Hmm.
the Paris scenes. Like I think they did a great job
Oh,
of
yeah.
everything.
Yeah. The
Everything.
colors, the wardrobe, everything. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love Jen Lilly's outfits. I thought they were great.
Yeah, they were really cute. Some of the she had some really cute dresses and
Yeah.
skirts, and yeah, yeah. And like you said, the red coat with the green beret.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. So the one unanswered question we already talked about is why Leo went to New York City. You say it was find a dance partner, but I say no. It was I don't think it was ever explained.
No, I just remember them talking and then talking about the pro-am.
They talked about New York City, him going to New York City before they talked about the pro-am.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah, they didn't say why he was going, but
No,
maybe
no, they
because he
never
was
did.
there the year before, maybe he had a contract doing the Nutcracker.
No, I don't know. I don't know. That was the one. That was the
That's what
one.
I'm going with.
That was the one unanswered question I came up with.
Hmm.
And also another question is why didn't he just find a dance partner in Paris since the competition is in Paris?
True.
You know?
Maybe, but they mentioned though that he had tried a couple other dancers and they didn't work. So maybe that's why he went back out, because remember the other coach that was in the studio in
Mhm.
Paris, he was the one that was there at that mixer that night. So
Oh,
maybe,
did they mention that he tried? Oh, they think they did. You're right. They did that. He tried a couple
yes.
other partners. You're
So
right.
he had tried a
You're
couple
right.
other people and they
That's
weren't
true.
him.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
maybe they thought, well, let's leave Paris and let's go to New York and see if
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now we got to talk about Gazelle. She's the villain in this movie. What did you think of her? Was she a pretty good villain, or what do you
um
think?
I thought she wasn't as bad as she could have been.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was sneaky, like when she tried to,
Mm-hmm.
hit him at the water fountain,
Mm-hmm.
in the studio. The whole, sneaking to the restaurant hoping to,
To return the cuffs. Yeah.
yes, to return the cuffs, not telling Emma about her phone, message. So she was a little sneaky and a little malicious in a sense, not like major malicious, but I don't think she was trying to sabotage. I think she was trying to send him a message and she was using Emma to get it.
She was. Yeah. She was. I have. She's kind of like a part way villain. Like in some of the scenes, she was nice when she helped Emma pick out the dress.
Yes,
And then
but
some of the scenes, like you said, she was being sneaky, like returning the cuffs and trying to get them eliminated during round one. I think
yes,
she purposely danced them into the corner
it
to try to
boxed him
get
in.
them,
Yep.
yeah, boxed them in to try to get them eliminated. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I think if the movie would have lasted a little longer, it probably would have got more intense.
Now, she mentioned that she and Leo were dance partners in the past. Do you
Mhm.
think they were ever romantically involved?
Yes,
Because
I do.
they never said that.
Well, who was the girl that he kept saying you might see so and so? Wasn't that
That
her?
was Gazelle. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, I think they were a couple. I
I
think it
don't
was
know. It's
dance.
never, but he says he never dances, he never dates his dance partners, he said.
Yeah,
So
but
I
if
don't
you
know.
remember when she's talking to Emma, she's like, "Oh, did he tell you that line about he never dates his dance partners?"
Yeah, she said that.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So she was
hmm
being a little condescending there. So I think
hmm
maybe she's implying that, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I don't
So
know. I couldn't figure out if they were an item in the past or not. I don't know.
yeah, I kind of got that
You
impression.
got that impression? Could be. Could be. Now what did
Plus how
you
he was
what
acting, the way he was acting.
the way he was acting? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. Especially the way when Henry said, "Are you worried about running into Gazelle?"
right.
Because if they were just dance partners,
It wouldn't be a big
yeah,
deal.
it wouldn't be a big deal. It's just, but yeah, you're right. That's true. If they
Yeah,
dated, yeah, that's
then it
true.
would be a big deal. He
Yeah,
wouldn't even have to
yeah,
ask if they were just dance
yeah.
partners.
Now,
That's
what did you think about the cute meet of him stopping her from stepping in the puddle and her not recognizing him?
I thought the cute meat was adorable
Yeah.
because how many times have I stepped into a puddle and nobody stopped me? My whole shoe wet, my sock wet, and then you got to walk around all day with your wet foot. So yes, I thought the cute meet cute, however you want to call it,
Yeah, yeah.
was really cool. Like, and then I
hmm
love that scene though, because then he's like, "Are you sure you need my help?" She's like, "No, I'm good now." And then he goes where he almost falls down and she catches him. And then
Yeah.
goes back and forth. And I thought that was really cute because honestly, I thought Jen Lilly was really gonna fall. I mean, she was slippery. It was
Oh,
slippery.
yeah.
They were
Yeah.
walking on. It was slippery,
hmm
and her look on her face, it was almost like so real. Like, oh my god, I'm glad you caught me. So I would
Yeah.
love to know if it was like really slippery or if she's just that good at acting on that part right there because
Uh-huh.
it was
Yeah.
very.
And I like that she didn't recognize him.
She kind of did, but she didn't know where
She,
she was.
yeah, I like her facial expression. She looked at him and then
Like,
I think, didn't she? I think she said, "Have we met before?" I think she said, "Have
yeah,
we
she
met
said, "Do I
before?"
know you or have I met
Yeah,
you?"
yeah, yeah. He says, "Nope."
Yeah, I
Yeah, so
thought
that was fun.
that was.
So this was the Damien second waltzing movie that they've done. You think we're going to get another one next year?
I hope so. I love these. I'm very fond of Damien and his wife, but Damien because of his role on Young and the Restless and his character
Hmm.
plays with cricket. So I
Hmm.
absolutely love him. I've loved him as growing up as a kid, him singing, but over the past 5 years and seeing him and his wife's movies, I absolutely love their movies. I think it's so cool that a husband and wife team write together. I just love that.
Yeah, yeah, that is nice. Yeah, yeah.
I love it. I was like, man, that'd be the best way to write a movie because you can bounce ideas off of each other, you
Hmm.
know, and the girl can be like, oh, or vice versa, whoever has the interesting ideas, you
Hmm.
know, bounce them off each other and come up with, a great movie, which they always do. So
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's true. It's good to have a male perspective and a female
Yes.
perspective right in the movie, the writing team. That's right.
Because the male could be like, oh, well, we'll just cut the scene there. And the wife could be like, or the girl could be like, no, we have to have it go a little bit this way, to make it more
Right.
realistic or more romantic, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, like, if you and I were writing a movie together and
Yeah.
I said, that line is cheesy,
Yes.
then you could say, no, it's not. It's nice.
Oh, it's really not. Like all girls know that, what, yeah, we could so do it, Chad. Let's do it.
Now, let me see. Let me get back to my slides here.
Sorry if you hear my dog barking.
Oh, I didn't hear. I didn't hear. Is your dog male or female?
Why do you want to know
I
that?
don't know. I was going to say I didn't hear her or hear her or hear him. I
Good
didn't.
boy.
Oh, okay.
Its name is Bear.
There. Okay. Okay. So now we have to talk about this weekend's movies. On Saturday, December 9th, we have
We are going over this one.
what's that?
We're doing this one too.
Oh, I'm just going to mention them. You're not, don't worry about it.
Okay, well,
We're
I'll
going to
play
mention.
along. Okay.
All right. You can play December 9th on Saturday, this Saturday. Meet Me Under the Mistletoe with Sarah Fisher, who is in A Harvest Homecoming. You recognize her, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. And Simon Arblaster, who was in Bringing Christmas Home. That was the one with Jill Wagner and Paul Green.
Yes.
Yeah. And then on Sunday, December 10th, we have Peppermint and Postcards with Christopher Russell and Ella Cannon. So you can live post on X while these movies are on, as always, using the hashtags Meet Me Under the Mistletoe and hashtag Peppermint and Postcards. And unfortunately, I won't be able to live post those movies or watch them this weekend because I am off to Christmas Con this weekend. Woo! In beautiful Edison, New Jersey.
Yep.
And some of the people that are going to be there. Hold on, let me get rid of the screen here. Some of the people that are going to be there are Jen Lilley is going to be there, who we just saw in this movie.
Yep.
Jesse Hutch is going to be there. Cameron Matheson. Who else? Danica McKellar and Jessica Lowndes.
Okay.
And then a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have fun because I won't be there.
You won't be there.
No, I won't be there. I can't
I
go.
know. How come Trevor never goes to Christmas Con? What's up with that?
I don't know.
If he was there, would you come?
I probably wouldn't be able to go this time. I gotta save my money up. I'm going on that cruise next year, so I gotta save my money.
Oh, you're going on the big cruise. That's right. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Okay. Yeah, you got to save
I
money
wish
for
Great
that.
American Family would do a cruise though.
I know. Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Cricket, as always, this was fun.
Absolutely. I always have a good time with you, Chad.
Thank you so much for taking the time and being here.
Absolutely. Thanks for inviting me.
Yes. Now, Repeat again where people can find you and your podcast on social media.
Okay. I'm on Instagram. It's at Dishing with the Dono Fans. And then I believe on Twitter, I am I don't know what I am on Twitter because I just drew a blank.
Dishing Dono Fans, isn't it?
Dishing Dono Fans. Yeah, it's at
Yeah.
Dishing Dono Fans. And then also a YouTube, it's at Dishing with the Dono Fans on YouTube as well. So, and then we do have Tracy's also, Tracy _ Dishing with the Dono Fans, and then Tracy Dono Fans also on Twitter. So, and then of course our Dono Fans page too. Dono Fans 1, I believe, is the other Dono Fans website as well, that people
Okay.
can join and be a part of as well.
All right, fantastic. So make sure you check her out on YouTube and subscribe to her YouTube channel.
Absolutely. Hopefully
Yeah.
I'll have an episode coming out soon.
All right, good. And you can find me at GAC TV Podcast and at Chad Maurice. And until next time, you keep the faith, keep smiling, keep your friends close, and keep your great American family closer.